Hey guys, Jason Ninja here, I'm back. So we're doing a hamstring treatment. So this can be for runners or athletes if you get chronically tight hamstrings. We're going to show you a few different ways we can treat it to break down some tension or if you're getting any pain. So don't forget, like and subscribe if you want constant content of us doing treatments, training, just chatting, having fun. So yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, like and subscribe. So we start just up under the sit bone there, so under this glute fold. So sink in there with the palm. I can even angle back in so I really hook in and connect with that tendon. And then I'm going to use my palm and go down the more lateral hamstring. So we're going to start with biceps femoris because it's more commonly the one that you will injure or that you get more tension in because it's more of the powerhouse muscle in the hammies. So we're just going to start there and trace down that lateral line. So Ninja's actually had a little bit of soreness there. Not injured, but just soreness from sprints last Friday because they've been doing a bit more top speed running, which it gets your hamstrings more involved, where the short sprints where you're doing bursts, sort of that 12, 25 meters, more glute focused. But yeah, once you start to get top speed, you get more hamstrings. So he's pulled up a little bit sore from that. Yeah. But then you also had a heavy session on Monday, didn't you, with lifts? It was 1 rep max testing.
Yep. So squats, and we did trap bar deads.
Yep.
So yeah, we haven't done that before. We usually walk with the trap bar. So yeah, it gets your body going. You know you're alive when you're lifting heavy and squatting heavy. Getting under the bar on the squat rack.
Doing the work.
Oh yeah. There's no hiding.
That's it.
Yeah. You got to do the work. You got to stand up or you
fall down.
Or you fall down. Someone's got to help you up. Have your tail between your legs. So, but it's good to kind of find out where your limits are and.
Feeling a bit down there, Ninja?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So just a bit more of an exploring stroke, this first one. So yeah, I can feel there's a little flick there that we just went over.
Yeah.
You've had some previous strains on this hamstring, haven't you?
Yeah.
Not recently, but
not for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So the second one, we'll go a bit more down the middle of the hamstring. And then we'll start to get into more of the deeper work. We'll get the forearm involved. And then we'll also do some cross fiber friction. So what can happen is the hamstring can sort of get fused and stuck together. So we actually want to create some separation and do some cross fiber work there to break down any adhesions there, just to change up. Because sometimes if you're always just doing that same stroke, you might be essentially flattening the muscle down. But when you're doing cross fibers, you can sort of hit the different fibers on a different angle. So it might help to break down some tension that you've been feeling. So we'll see how Ninja responds to that.
You can sense the adductors are a bit tender as well.
Yeah.
Or medial hammy. So
yeah, there's a bit there through the middle.
Yeah, fuck.
And felt that little flick there again. So now we'll move on to more of a forearm elbow setup. So we're going to sink in nice and slow. Get to that depth where we feel like there's something there. And then we're just going to wait. And then we can start to move. So yeah, the key, we're not moving straight away as we sink in. We allow the body to accept that pressure, get to the depth where we feel like we need to be. And then we can slowly start to move. So we don't want Ninja tensing up and fighting against us. We want the treatment to be productive. So we're trying to stay in that pain barrier. But yeah, if we start to move too fast, it feels like it's almost like it's traumatic or increasing the pain or the sensation in that area. So that's why slow is the key. And yeah, we can just sort of lean our pressure either more to the medial side or more to the lateral side. Bit more medial for you, Ninja?
Yeah.
Bit more that way.
Well, yeah.
And then we can just hold there. So it feels like the stroke doesn't want to move through that spot at the moment. So I'll just sit, wait. And then actually under my pressure, I can feel that my stroke starts to move again. So that's what we're feeling for. And yeah, as you can probably see on the camera there, I'm slowly getting my way through it. And yeah, you might be surprised. Yeah, I have a lot of clients like, oh, can you actually feel that? And I was like, yeah, that's how we do what we do. Is it's just through treating lots of people, you get you build up your touch and you build up your sensations and what you're feeling for. So yeah, that's what we're going off, as well as being guided by the person on the table. But yeah, we're feeling for where the resistance is in the tissue, where the tight spots are, where the blocks are. Yeah, so it's funny that people are constantly shocked that it's like, oh, how do you know that that's the point? It's just that we can feel it. So we know what we're feeling for, what healthy tissue feels like, and what dysfunctional tissue feels like.
Yeah, tuned in, mate.
Tuned in. How are we going, Ninja? I'm not too rusty, am I?
No, you're good.
That's
You're
good.
Get
Had
a
a few
job here.
clients with my first day back.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I still haven't lost your touch. So I was like, oh, that's good. 3 weeks off, I can still come back and hit the spot.
Yeah. You'll never lose it, man.
So tracing all the way down. So we found that Ninja was a bit tight down in the lower hamstring, which is where we're getting to now. So I want to make sure that we go slow as we don't flick over any really tight spots. And we can just work through it. And then we'll sink out. So we'll do one more, we'll go down that biceps femoris, and then we'll do some cross fiber work. So this is just a sped up version of what we do. We could spend a lot longer here, but yeah, obviously we just want to show you the best work, and yeah, get on to the next video so you can keep learning. It's what it's all about. And yeah, if you want to learn more, Ninja and Aaron have just launched the MMT Academy. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm rolling with. So if you're a practitioner or a PT, a yoga instructor, Pilates, whatever it might be, and you want to start to expand your knowledge and you're not quite ready to delve into the full mentorship program, this can be a step towards that. So yeah, they're constantly posting about whether it's business and how to develop business, or online strategies of how to start to, if you're not someone that's good online, how you can start to have a presence and build a social media platform and build a following, lifestyle things, and yeah, just all the tips and tricks that can help you succeed in this industry. So if that's something you're keen and interested in looking at, definitely jump on and sign up to that. How do they get involved in that, Ninj?
Oh, there must be a link, isn't there?
There'll be a link in the video.
Link somewhere. There's all these different things we're working out now, landing pages and stuff. But yeah, you got to find the link. The MMT Academy. It's a community group. So somewhere massive on is community. I think every human in the world is actually interested in community, because we're not living in caves and up by ourselves. That's kind of what I mean. So we need to interact with each other, and this is a good way to interact with like-minded people and people with experience in this industry. Like I've had 25 years now and been successful and created, teams of people and culture and things like that. So if you want to kind of, emulate what we're doing and have the fun and the joys of, and the meaning and, all this kind of stuff that we get in our lives, you can do that too by following a bit of our recipes for success, and all the tips and things like that can fast track you to being happier sooner. So not that you might not be happy now, but you can kind of have that meaningful career and environment that you work in, because most of our life these days is spent at work. So if you're happy there and you're creating, joy and meaningful things, you're getting people out of pain. So it's a cool thing to do. So encourage you to get on that app and do what we're doing. So we're running challenges, we do lives, there's plenty of content that we're creating, little bite-sized pieces. You can learn how to treat, learn how to present videos, whatever we're kind of working on at the time, how to set up your clinic, how to rebook, how to, communicate, fucking one of my strengths.
Communication wizard, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're very good at spitting out some words sometimes, especially when the camera rolls out.
Yeah. Sort of, it's interesting. I can probably talk better on camera sometimes than I can in real life.
It's normally not like that though. It never used to be like that, did it? When you first start doing videos, you feel like you can't talk.
Yeah, you gotta expose yourself, I think is probably doesn't sound right, but yeah, you got to get out there, you got to get on camera. Yeah, and you got to, so then it makes you better when you are actually talking to people as well. So yeah, makes you better. So yeah, get on video and create a presence, get a broadcast, figure out who you authentically are and present that out to the world. So yeah, it's important.
All right, so maybe come back around, Leo. We've changed up what we're doing now. So we're doing some cross fiber stuff. So I'm just starting on the medial side of the hamstring here. So sinking in there and then picking up the slack, and then we're going to slowly move across. So the fibers are running this way down the hamstring. So I'm just going to slowly move across, change my pressure. Change my angles. And then I can feel the first one coming up that we're going to little flick over. How are you feeling doing this one, Ninja? Are you feeling any different? Does it hit a different angle for the hamstring as opposed to going straight down it?
Yeah, now you are. I think because you did that preliminary work, it warmed it up quite well. So you probably ironed out some kinks already. But now you've fucking found one, mate.
There's one there. So we're starting to separate a few of those fibres that might be stuck together. Coming up to one here. I reckon I can feel it's going to flick under my palm there. So I'm just going slow so it's not a painful flick. We can just sort of roll over it. But I feel like I'm pushing it out that way. Oh, there it was. And then there's another one coming out here. So we're now about to get bicep femoris. And also keep tracing out. We might even hit a little bit of ITB.
Yeah.
Which we know can cause some issues as well. And then we'll do one up a bit higher. Oh, there's a bit more
bit
up
on
here.
it. Bit on it. Yeah.
We pin that. Right, so my pressure's coming out that way towards the table. And we're sort of working across.
That's good. I can feel that squat.
Yeah, that's it. Feeling all of it.
Heavy
How much
squat.
did you get last night?
It was 120 kilo squat.
120.
That was all right.
That's pretty good.
My strength has been a little bit down of late.
We've been doing a lot of
building
fasts in the first half of the year, so you might be lacking a little bit of extra kgs that you would normally have behind it.
Yeah. And desire, it kind of left as well, but now I think my desire's coming back.
Yeah.
So I kind of, I suppose I've had other...
Had a little flat spot.
Yeah, other...
Priorities?
Priorities, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Values changed a bit and didn't have that same competitive edge that I normally feel going through me when I'm in the gym.
We'll do one more just up high here. We'll change my palm so I can more get up into that sit bone area.
It's doing plenty.
So we've just worked our way up the hamstring there. There's some, really big tendons up in this area, so we really want to hit those. Yeah, if you've got chronic hamstring issues, targeting that tendon is really key for loosening off the rest of that muscle. So that's a lot of what our pinning work is targeting, where that tendon attaches. Because if we target, we get that what's known as the Golgi tendon organ reflex, which can cause release and can reduce a lot of tension down the hamstring without actually treating into that area. So it actually sends signals from that Golgi tendon organ into the rest of the muscle that it can relax and it can release. So that's why we also target up there as well. Then we can start to do some work down the fibers as well, if we need to.
Good there.
Yeah, just about to get the biceps femoris up the high area there. This will be the last one, I reckon, and then we'll send him on his way. Let's see if we can go a little bit deeper in that one. Put a bit of work in. Leo must be nearly sweating in this room. I'm starting to break into a sweat.
Oh, that's quite...
He's the new thermostat, I reckon.
It's quite nice in here,
Blowing up before I am. And then we'll sink out of there. So there it is, guys. There's a bit of a treatment for athletes if you've got chronic tension in your hamstrings. We can do some work going down the fibers, but also cross fiber work can help to break down any yeah, residual tension or pain that might be hiding in there, and unglue those tissues that are stuck together. So yeah, if you need some of this work, or if you just like watching the videos, yeah, like and subscribe as you said at the start, and yeah, look forward to seeing you next time.
Done.